Yeah, yeah.
Just
No, it's good. So, how are you able so far today, as we get to the point where we're wrapping up selections?
mhm.
Okay. So during the build, the interior designer helps the client make selections throughout the process. You kind of just are there to guide them. Sometimes they let you just make the selection
Mhm.
yourself,
Mhm.
and then sometimes it's multiple meetings and multiple
Right.
things to look at.
Well, it's a long process. So you're looking at 6 months, probably a year.
Yeah.
And so it just minds keep changing, choices keep so during that time, things are gonna possibly change.
So, from your perspective too, because we're learning, continually learning and growing around here. So, for any other clients or DIYers or people who are getting ready to build a custom home, so to keep all of that in mind, so people get excited, and what you're saying is you have to be realistic because if you're picking out tile at the beginning of the build, that same tile or the amount that you need
Mm-hmm.
may not be available
Right.
when it's actually time to pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how do you maintain um, or how do you hold the clients at bay when something like that happens? And how do you process this information? How do you,
Well, yeah. So there was, um, so we were going to be purchasing wallpaper for a client, and she texted me. This was a few weeks ago, and was like, "Please tell me we've already ordered this wallpaper
yeah,
because it is no longer available."
gotcha.
So she was kind of worried about that, and I was like, "Well, no, we haven't." Because like you're saying, it wasn't time for that, and sometimes storage is an issue too. When I mean, this is a really large home that we're working on right now, and so trying to find storage space for a 6,000 square foot home is for everything that's going
Yeah,
in it is almost impossible, especially when the home is not ready to be closed up or AC and all that. So
yeah,
anyway, so I said, no, we haven't ordered it, but thankfully for you, there's about 10 other companies that sell the same paper under a different name, but it's the
gotcha.
same paper. So
Okay,
it's very
gotcha.
common. It does require a little more research on my end
So,
because they're just looking at where we found it and they just think that's it.
so for clarification, I'm glad you mentioned that. So, for me, right, builder, not
Mm-hmm.
designer, but you're saying that the wallpaper that they wanted they found it at a specific
Mm-hmm.
location,
Mm-hmm.
but that same wallpaper
Is available on House, Wayfair, Amazon, Home
just with a
Depot.
different name
Just
or maybe a different product
right.
number or
Mm-hmm.
something.
No,
Okay,
no. It's always going to have the same product number, but it's not going to have. I mean, your SKUs are going to be different if they're coming from different places, but the
gotcha.
model number is always going to be the same. So,
So it
a
may
little
not
rule
all,
of thumb: you can
yeah,
probably just Google your model number and find that product somewhere else. And the vanity that I was talking about, even in here when we first started this, was the inventory was low on it. So I did my research. There's like 5 or 6 different places that sell that same vanity.
sure. But cost
Unfortunately, they're
now,
all low. That's
yeah.
why I'm
Well, and
like, ah.
that's
But
and also too when it comes to cost. Now, are most places the same, or is there sometimes you can get a
yeah, they
better
they usually all float around the same price mark. So
follow and subscribe for more?